Picture this. You're sitting in a waiting room with nothing to do, your phone is dead, and there's absolutely nothing happening around you. Your mind starts to wander, and suddenly you feel this uncomfortable restlessness creeping in. Most people would call this torture. But what if I told you that this exact moment of pure boredom might be the most valuable thing that could happen to your brain today? We live in a world where boredom has become almost extinct. The average person checks their phone 96 times per day, scrolls through social media for over 2 hours daily, and has access to literally millions of hours of entertainment at their fingertips. We've become so addicted to constant stimulation that the mere thought of having nothing to do sends us into a panic. But here's the thing that's going to blow your mind. Your desperate attempt to avoid boredom is actually destroying your creativity, your problem-solving abilities, and your overall mental health. Let me start with something that sounds completely backwards. Boredom isn't a bug in your brain's operating system, it's actually a feature. When neuroscientists put people in brain scanners and told them to just lie there doing absolutely nothing, something fascinating happened. Instead of shutting down, their brains lit up like Christmas trees. This network of brain activity is called the default mode network, and it's basically your brain's screensaver. But unlike your computer's screensaver, this one is incredibly productive. When you're bored, your default mode network kicks into high gear, connecting different regions of your brain that don't normally talk to each other. It's during these moments that your brain processes memories, makes unexpected connections between seemingly unrelated ideas, and comes up with creative solutions to problems you didn't even know you were thinking about. Think of it as your brain's housekeeping mode. It's tidying up, organizing information, and making room for new insights. Here's where it gets really interesting. Researchers conducted an experiment where they gave people boring tasks to do, like copying phone numbers from a phone book, while others got to do more engaging activities. Then they tested everyone's creativity. The results were shocking. The people who had done the boring tasks consistently outperformed the others on creative thinking tests. Their minds had wandered during the tedious activity, and that mental wandering had actually boosted their creative abilities. But we're systematically destroying this superpower. Every time you reach for your phone, the moment you feel even slightly understimulated, you're interrupting your brain's natural creative process. You're training your mind to expect constant entertainment and immediate gratification. It's like having a personal trainer for your attention span, except you're training it to be weak instead of strong. The consequences of this constant stimulation addiction go far beyond just creativity. When your brain never gets a chance to rest and wander, it becomes increasingly difficult to focus on important tasks. You lose the ability to sit with difficult problems long enough to solve them. Your tolerance for delayed gratification plummets. You start needing more and more stimulation to feel satisfied, just like any other addiction. Think about the last time you had a genuine breakthrough idea or solved a problem that had been bugging you. I'm willing to bet it didn't happen while you were scrolling through TikTok or binge-watching Netflix. It probably happened in the shower, during a walk, or while you were doing something mundane like washing dishes. That's not a coincidence. That's your default mode network doing exactly what it's designed to do. Some of history's greatest innovations came from people who were, quite literally, bored out of their minds. Lin-Manuel Miranda got the idea for Hamilton while reading a biography on vacation. J.K. Rowling conceived Harry Potter during a delayed train journey with nothing to do. These weren't just lucky accidents. They were the natural result of minds that had space to wander and connect ideas in new ways. So how do you reclaim the lost art of boredom? Start small. Try taking a 5-minute walk without your phone, your earbuds, or any distractions. Just walk and let your mind go wherever it wants to go. Resist the urge to fill every quiet moment with podcasts, music, or scrolling. When you're waiting in line, instead of immediately pulling out your phone, just stand there and observe your surroundings. Create deliberate boredom periods in your day. Set aside 15 minutes where you literally do nothing productive. Don't meditate, don't exercise, don't clean, just sit and be bored. Your brain will initially rebel against this, but push through the discomfort. That restless feeling you're experiencing is actually your creativity muscle getting ready to flex. Here's something that might surprise you. Boredom isn't just good for creativity, it's essential for self-reflection and personal growth. When your mind isn't constantly occupied with external stimulation, it naturally turns inward. You start processing your experiences, evaluating your goals, and gaining clarity about what actually matters to you. This introspective time is when you figure out who you are and what you want from life. The irony is that by trying to avoid the temporary discomfort of boredom, we're actually making ourselves more miserable in the long run. We're trading short-term entertainment for long-term fulfillment. We're choosing immediate gratification over lasting satisfaction and creativity. Your brain is an incredibly sophisticated machine that's designed to create, connect, and innovate, but only when you give it the space to do so. Stop being afraid of boredom and start embracing it as the powerful tool it actually is. Your future self will thank you for the breakthrough ideas, the improved focus, and the deeper self-awareness that comes from finally learning to be comfortable with doing absolutely nothing. The next time you feel that familiar urge to reach for your phone when things get quiet, pause, take a breath, and remember that in that moment of potential boredom lies your greatest creative opportunity.